All right, it was a very cold morning across the Mid-South this morning. We had temperatures starting off at the chilly side here. As you'll notice, let's go ahead and get right on into the Veterans Day weekend forecast for today. Happy Veterans Day, and to all who served for this country. Here's a look at that Saturday planner for today, 11 a.m., 58 degrees out there as we work our way towards noontime, 60 degrees there. By 3 o'clock, we're going to make it up to right around 62 degrees out there. And then as we work our way towards the evening time frame, we're going to drop down to about 53 degrees. Here is a look at today's high. We're going to touch 63 for the area today with lots of sunshine in the area. Here's a look at tonight's low. We're going to drop to about 42 degrees. So if you have any evening plans out there, make sure that you wrap up and have fun out there. It's going to be mostly clear and it's going to be chilly. Now, coming up next, we'll talk about rain chances that will be in the forecast that I've actually had to upgrade on. But right now, the time right now is 11:09. Let's kick it over to Robert.
Well, thanks for that intro, Loronte. That was very much appreciated. You know, this weekend is Veterans Day weekend. And if you're walking around town and you see people out celebrating this Veterans Day, you're going to hear a lot of different stories. You're going to hear a lot of different things coming out of the mouths of people that were actually there. And when you walk through any town in America this Veterans Day weekend and you find these brave men and women with these remarkable stories to tell, please listen to what they have to say. There's a lot of history in what they say. There's a lot of knowledge in what comes out of their mouths. Life experience. You can't get any better than that. It's thanks to my brothers and sisters we have these freedoms, said Ron LaPierre, a White County Army veteran who served from 1983 to 1988. I was an Air Force nurse and I had a role to play, and I'm proud of what I did, said Colleen Sendell, a White County Air Force veteran who served from 1978 to 1982. We all served. Some of us were in combat, others weren't, but together we made it happen, said John McNall, a White County Air Force veteran who served from 1963 to 1967. But as time marches on, it gets harder to find first-hand accounts of World War II. Thankfully, we still have Jim Sutcliffe. There's a lot of stories that I could tell, and some of them I can't remember, Sutcliffe said with a laugh. Sutcliffe now lives with his daughter Rita in his longtime Sparta home. He recalls memories of combat for us in the European theater. I said, "Which way is the front?" he asked a soldier. That soldier replied, "We don't know." And then Sutcliffe said, "I'd really like to know which way to run." The 101-year-old Army veteran is proud of his service medals and accolades, but he said they don't capture the pure horror of World War II. It was a terrible war, a very terrible war. Civilians were killed, all the Jews that were killed. He said, "War is hell. War is hell." Sutcliffe made it to France by the summer of 1944, and only 4 months into frontline combat, he and others in his company were surrounded by German soldiers and were taken prisoner. He was taken behind enemy lines to a POW camp where he frequently was forced to do hard labor. "We would work on the railroad tracks and get it closer to the terminal," said Sutcliffe. You know, I'm a Marine. I served my country from May the 26th of 1998 to March 24th of 2002. I was stationed at Camp Lejeune in Jacksonville, North Carolina. I love my Marine Corps. I love the Marines I served with. I love my time in service. And it takes a special breed, a certain person cut from a certain cloth, to stand up and take that oath and serve in a branch of this nation's great military. So when you're out today or anywhere in this weekend, if you run into a veteran, if you see a veteran, you know a veteran, shake their hand, thank them for their service, ask them about their experiences, and really get to listen to what they have to say, because it was them that helped shape this nation into what it is today. And with that being said, we're going to kick it back to Loronte Barbie for the 7-day forecast. Loronte, how's it looking for the rest of the week?
All right, let's talk about that super 7-day forecast now. Lots has changed since just the over couple of hours now. Let's go ahead and get right on into it. So again, for Veterans Day, 63 degrees is where we're still going to stand and try to reach that 63 mark today in Nashville. 41 will be the low tonight. Now, as we work our way in towards tomorrow, we do have a slight rain chance. It's not a big rain chance. It's not something that's going to rain on your events or anything like that, but do keep in mind that there could be some sprinkles across your area for your Sunday. 68 degrees is where we're going to bottom out tomorrow for tomorrow's high. 40 degrees will be that low. Now, watch the pattern as we go into next week. So for Monday, we're going to try to touch 70 degrees. And like I said, this is subject to change, okay? I always say this. I say it every year. It is not gospel. It is not dancing to the heels of your shoes, okay? This is always scheduled to change, okay? 70 degrees for Monday, 67 degrees as we go into your Tuesday with, again, a slight 2 in 10 shot of rain in the forecast. Not a whole lot, but we want to make you aware of what is going on. Take a look at Wednesday now. We've had to upgrade this now into a 4 in 10 shot of rain, so that'd be a 40% chance of rain. Temperatures has now went from 66 to 61 for Wednesday, and then we're going to bottom out on the lows are going to be in the 50s right there. And some of you, especially for the Cumberland Plateau counties, may stay in the upper 40s and lower 50s, all right? Thursday, 67 degrees. So again, 2 in 10 shot of rain, 67 degrees. Now, as we work our way into Friday, all right, we've got that 30% chance of rain in the forecast. Temperatures are going to stay right at 68 degrees. And we're looking at a low of 46 degrees.